Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. So excited to be back after a little bit of time away. First stream in a long while. Been very busy, been very exhausted, so I apologize for the wait, but I'm very excited and good timing to start this stream today as well, because the Final Fantasy XVI event has begun. And look what I have. Look at a little guy in the corner over here. We got a dog cam. We got a sleepy little dog. Because it's 9 a.m. in the morning. So he's gonna lie in his bed because he's upset that we're not sleeping in the big bed and having a sleep in. We're streaming instead. But everybody can say hello to Logan, because we actually have a dog cam now. It won't be there for like the whole entire stream. I just wanted to show it at the beginning, and it can pop up periodically, but for the most part he's a little wombat. Hope everyone's doing well, and hope everyone's looking forward to some more Final Fantasy XIV today. So we'll be doing the Final Fantasy XVI event. That's how we'll be starting our stream. And then we're going to be continuing with Stormblood. And I'm very, very excited for that. Basically, I've been very busy with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I finished the game. I finished the main story. Now I can play a different Final Fantasy game. So I can't have two consuming my entire being at the same time. Right. We've got the main quest as we arrived in this location. We arrived in Kugane. Not quite in the destination that we're heading to, but this is like our new hub world, which is really awesome. We had a devastating previous episode, but that seems to be the case with Stormblood, as it's pretty consistently devastating as we're literally trying to resist an empire. We'll have our group join us today. I'm sure Mobius will be with us at some point as well. I see him in this chat. Good morning, Mobius. And I guess if we check our journal, or at least if we check our information, we've got the Path Infernal crossover quest. Where do we go? Where is our boy located? Where's our boy located? Do I just have to run around as Sid and go, Clive? And then he'll show up? Put on my biggest and my bestest Clive scream. I should wait until I have a flying mount. Oh yes, teleport. You would if you could, but your sub ran out and you broke till payday. I'll buy your sub for you. DM me your PayPal or bank details or whatever. I'll pay for your monthly sub for this month. Get in here, Mobius. You're needed. You're gaming. We've got a Final Fantasy to play. Alright, I guess it's our neophyte adventurer. I was wondering if this was going to be like a Final Fantasy 16 looking character. Alright, we're waiting for Mobius, guys. In the meanwhile, while we wait, dog cam. There he is. Logan. How sleepy are you on a scale of 1 to 10? This is Logan's baby. This is Charles. He has no arms. As you can see, they have been removed. Logan didn't like the fact that he had arms. He is missing a little bit of his ear. But we did repair. He has had his arms sewed and repaired, so it doesn't look like they've been torn off. The legs are fine. The tail's fine. Missing a bit of the ear. But, yes, this is his baby, Charles. Because his name's Logan, so... Logan and Charles. He is a bit of cat. He has a lot of cat energy. He just sleeps under the covers all night when we go to bed. It'll be a solo duty at some point. Alright, that's fine. I did start the stream and log in a little bit early because I didn't know if there was going to be a queue or anything like that. You never really know. I know that the Final Fantasy 16 event. Oh god, that's loud. Alright, there we go. I didn't know if the Final Fantasy 16 event would be crazy or anything, but also I don't think I'll have any queue issues with this game until the new expansion comes out. We'll see if that wakes up all the Australians that play this game. Guys, where's Mobius? I haven't heard from him. Where is he? He's gone to go and set up. That's what's happening. How long was the Final Fantasy 15 event? I can't remember what it was. Because I know that all I remember from the Final Fantasy 15 stuff was that I spent years of my life in the Gold Saucer to get a car. You know? Bear with me, guys. I'm coercing. See how he sleeps on his baby. Hey Josh, I'm good. This is my first time being live in a while. I haven't streamed in a month. I've been not able to stream mentally and also physically. So I'm excited to get back onto the stream and play some Final Fantasy. Yeah, I finished the Final Fantasy game that's consuming my life at the moment. Rebirth is completed. So now I have to edit all of my videos and then have them ready for the channel. So now I can play Final Fantasy 14 again. I was in a bit of a chokehold, and I had to get to the end of the game as soon as possible, while also doing everything else that's possible. And I still have more in that game to play. I got a couple of post-game stuff to do. All that I will say is that it's a beautiful fucking game. And I'm very happy with it. Alright, give me a sec, guys. We're paying Mobius. And then we're playing games. I'm gonna get this quest underway. Let me talk to Neophyte Adventurer. He seeks the Warrior of Light. This quest is available for a limited time only. as minimal spoilers as possible. Anybody playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? And do you love it? That's all. Event took you at least 2 to 3 hours, and it was a Garuda fight. Yeah, I can't remember. So long ago now. A land on fire. You can see Clive's little logo. Final Fantasy XIV money has been sent. Now we wait. I will accept this quest. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody. Played Rebirth up to chapter 11 and got bored of it. Alright, everybody. Galleon has just been banned. Sorry to say. He effective immediately has been removed from the stream. Bored. Jesus. There's a lot of side content and a lot of mini games, but also it's optional, and you can go back to it at any time, you know. So you can push on with that 10 out of 10 main quest. You're almost done too. That's a lie, by the way. You're not. There's so much game. I'm like constantly mind blown by the fact that they even got that game to exist. Very, very impressed. I already can't wait to play my hard mode replay. Forgive my boldness, but you are Omega Ocelot, are you not? No. My apologies. Even if you are the spitting image, I suppose it was naive of me to presume that you are indeed the living legend himself. I shall have to keep searching. Okay. The living legend, Omega Ocelot. Very good. Alright, I'll say yes. Then my search is at an end. A begoggled gentleman tasked me to find you, you see, in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he deigned not share with me. A begoggled gentleman. Pray remain here, and I shall fetch him at once. I doubt they'll do a DLC. The Yuffie DLC was like a great way for them to do a PS5 upgrade, and it made sense to introduce that character. But I just can't see it happening for Rebirth for reasons that are pretty clear within the game itself. I feel like they'll go full steam ahead on Part 3 to get it out in time for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII in 2027. And then we can rest. But yeah, I love the fact that we have the original on 3 discs and then the remake being 3 parts. See you on the PlayStation 6 with 3 discs of content again. Greetings, champion. Oh, we lost our dog. Farewell, Logan. We'll see you again somewhere, someday. Greetings, champion. Guys, look, it's the wandering minstrel again. 'Tis I who employed the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu audience. As for the why, I have a request that you, and you alone, can fulfill. Pray listen well, for my tale begins with a most unsettling dream. In it did I behold the evening sky, boundless and shimmering. As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied 2 stars sailing across the inky expanse, one of purest white, the other blushing scarlet, their courses set such that they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly, the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of the white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber, I was awestruck by the spectacle. But what does it mean? Truth be told, mine own interpretation wavers. My rational mind says meaningless dream, whilst my artist soul insists on prophecy. Whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light. In other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the Scarlet Star, whomsoever they may be. I therefore humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land from my dream, that I might witness the vision's denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. The question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise? The Bowl of Embers where I battled a freak, dude. The Burning Wall in eastern Thanalan, and a place rich in corrupted crystal deposits. They can look quite fiery. Come to me, Ifrit! While its relation to flame cannot be denied, mine instincts tell me nay. The scene from my dream was more rigid than bowl, a giant flickering outcrop of crystal, mayhap. Of course, the Mother Crystal. Well, alright. There's corrupted crystal deposits, but then he's talking about big old crystal. I'm just going to go through all the options in order. Ah, the cluster of immense crystals born of the 7th umbral calamity. Ah, it well resembles the sweeping scene from my dream. Alright, there you go. It's the Burning Wall. The first mystery is solved. We shall leave for Eastern Thanalan and the infamous Burning Wall at once. Oh, that's so sick! That's awesome. So where's our... Where's our Clive Ifrit fight, you know? Legit Rob, thank you so much for the kind words on the Dragon Age Origins playthrough. Absolutely adored and fell in love with that game. It's so good. I hope you enjoy it. And Galleon, that 210 price tag, worth every damn cent. Alright, a land on fire. After being accosted by a neophyte adventurer, you find yourself in the presence of the infamous Wandering Minstrel. The itinerant tale-teller shares with you a dream he had, supposedly prophetic in nature, which seems to foretell your meeting with a metaphorical Scarlet Star. Deeming the Burning Wall the closest match to this vision, he bids you accompany him to Eastern Thanalan, where he hopes to witness the denouement to his celestial vision. You'll be unable to complete this quest after the event has ended. Do I have flight here? Yeah. Ah, yes, indeed. The Mother Crystal. Cat's Paw, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Hope your workday goes smoothly. Fly. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm riding the wrong mount to this quest. Hang on. Let me start again. Get off this bird. Oh, I can't land there. Get off this bird. There you go. Yeah. Joshua! That's alright. What's important is that we're all here together. The burning wall. Here we are. Look at these gamers. The Burning Wall, an apt name indeed. 'Tis said that these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Dalamud pierced the land's ethereal current. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. When's that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth crossover? They didn't do an event for Remake or anything, did they? They haven't done like a Final Fantasy VII event. They just have like... I got the Advent Children outfit for Cloud just by being subscribed. They should do a Final Fantasy VII event. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth. Am I planning to pick up Dawn Trail? The pre-order gives you an item that boosts experience by 30% up to level 90. Oh, you know what? I didn't grab the item that boosts experience for Endwalker, but maybe I will this time. But I don't even have Endwalker. So I think I would have to pre-order both of them, wouldn't I? Because I have to go through one expansion to get to the other. But I feel like the game just gives you enough experience just going through it at the normal pace. Buying Dawn Trail gives you all prior expansions. A gorgeous, unique piece of glam. Tempting. Legend Killer. I have not played Hollow Knight since the last episode on the channel, no. I have not attempted the Pantheon. It defeated me. I have actually thought about going back and doing it, and I was thinking it could be like a fun stream to do. I just haven't had the time for it. That is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglass is at the ready. That's also very true. Alternate classes. Does the 30% item, 30% EXP boost item, like, that just lasts forever? It's just up to level 90 and then it stops working? Survey your surroundings for anything out of the ordinary. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Alright, you know what? Maybe I'll buy it then. Maybe. You've twisted my arm. Start. Look for anything out of the ordinary. Make an unusual discovery. How observant am I today? Do I need to be like maximum magnification? Maximum magnification. I'm also wondering if the draw distance plays a part. Oh, hello. Straight on, dude. Dude, Clive! I didn't see his sword on his back. A strange man with his Invictus blade. I think that Sid scream I just did was my best one yet. There's a strange man. Alright, let's see what he looks like. Because I don't think he'll look like... If he looks like Final Fantasy 16 Clive graphics, it'll be so different. I mean, it does look like him. Ugh. God, imagine if this was voiced. Actually, he looks really good. Damn. Holy shit. Ben Starr, where are you? I need to hear your voice in this game. Where am I? What's going on? He actually looks really good. Damn, dude. A dream led you to me. I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves were unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I'm content to be known as the minstrel. The stalwart hero is Omega Ocelot. Might we have the pleasure of your name? Clive. Aye. The last thing I remember was the ruins. Oh! My head. Where? How did I come to be in this place? It would seem you were knocked senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for town and have a frontistery physician look you over. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at Scholar's Walk? Clive's model. The guy your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. Lovely. My name is Clive, and who the fuck are you? Where's Joshua? Yeah, Team Cherry has decided not to release Silksong until I beat Pantheon 5, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. They're waiting on me. Our foundling is being cared for as we speak, but I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully 'twas naught that a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. It was kind of you to wait. Thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. The physica also noted no signs of injury or illness. Like, they got his appearance down. It's just in, like, a Final Fantasy XIV engine, you know? Yet my memories remain hazy. How did I end up there? Whatever I was doing, it was important. I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Uldar strike you as familiar? No. Maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Uldar, then. Still, I should like to think that the sights and sounds of a well-known locale will hasten your recovery. The Burning Wall, the place where we found you, is situated midway betwixt Uldar and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twelveswood is in order. You guys getting a smooth stream at the moment, or a little bit of buffering? Because I think my stream has just dropped. Or at least it's saying that for me. How's the stream for you guys at the moment? Okay. Hopefully it picks back up again. Alright. Bear with me, team. I just don't want to be going through gameplay if we're currently experiencing some dips, which is perfect and only happens when I decide to stream, which shouldn't happen because I pay for the top tier primo internet. But we'll persevere. I just hate seeing the warning sign come up, which is rare. But we've had a few streams in the past where things have just grinded to a halt, which is just exceptionally bad luck. Gridania, you say? The name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. And you would take me there. Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds of the neighboring settlements and ask if any have heard of you. Let us rendezvous in Gridania anon. Clive! The entire situation has knocked me off balance, I'm afraid. Omega, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. I love the unique logo. It's so good. I think the buffering will probably affect everyone for a while until it seems to stabilize, which is annoying. Yeah, his character model looks great, and so does his companion that is literally just inside of him. Oh, intimate. Pain to recall. Clive is ready to travel to Gridania. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Final Fantasy XVI DLC. We are in such a crazy period of time for Final Fantasy. We've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out after the first load of 16 DLC. Then we have the second DLC. Then we have Dawn Trail. We're eating good. We are eating good. The new golden age. Alright, internet looks to be stabilized now, so it should improve. Are we ready? Well, let's head out. This Gridania the minstrel mentioned, is it far? Will we need mounts? No, but bro, we just teleport, innit? Over here in Gridania, We just look at teleport stones and that. Oh, yeah, by airship. You have those. True, this is great. The difference between Eorzea and the twins. Not that I mean to doubt you, friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. He remembers that airships aren't a thing for him. When I get home, I must tell Mid about the airships. Except I will return home with no memory, most likely. Omega, if I may ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? No, mate. They're actually just little paper planes. They just glide for a bit. A foolish question indeed, then. Your expression tells me as much. Is there no airship travel where you're from? So it would seem. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. Foggy as my memories may be, my general knowledge seems intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief, for something that you clearly think of as commonplace. I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? But dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. Maybe try refreshing your stream, guys. I still have a connection. The stream's still going. Maybe try refreshing. That would just be the stream recovering from its buffering or interruptions, I think. So it didn't go down for some people. Guys, you missed it. Clive was hitting the griddy. It was crazy. Can't believe you guys missed that. To feel that bracing wind, the deck shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd soon not forget. So, this is Gridania. It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think it best if I follow your lead. Clive is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Amazing. You can leave Clive behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. That's very funny. If you wish to have Clive join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Yeah, Galleon, it's fine. The stream is still showing as live, and it's not showing as a new stream. It's the same one. Like some people have said, the stream didn't even go through for them. For me, it still says my stream has been live for 44 minutes. Nothing changed on my end. It's just an unfortunate little dip. But YouTube does, like, retain the stream. Like, even if I was to witness, like, my internet completely going down, the stream will effectively, like, pause and wait for it to, like, reconnect. Well, there's no way to do anything about it until the stream's over anyway, because I won't end the stream now, because that would be silly. How cool is it that Clive walks with you? The city certainly has a different feel to Udar. Not only the architecture, but the people as well. Does he have multiple dialogue? No. Accompany Clive to the Carline canopy and then speak with him. This thing? This tavern. It reminds me of somewhere I've been before. Yes, never finished the quest. No, it's no use. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. But maybe if you were to show me somewhere else. Just gonna show him places, he's gonna go, whoa. Check my own live stream. Let's see. When I check the live stream, it's also like 5 minutes and it has Clive shaking his head. But then it also says started 47 minutes ago on the stream. So it's probably like an issue with the fact that the stream might have gone down for like a little bit. And then when the stream ends, it'll still process like the full VOD. But because of the little hiccup, you can only like go back to after the stream recovered. A chocobo. Now that's something I recognize. Yet it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. Ambrosia was the name. But as for the when or the where... A bloody chocobo, mate. We have those back home. An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough. Ugh, when I try to remember, the fog in my head almost seems to grow thicker. He remembers what a mother crystal is. Maybe I should have named my character Ultima Ocelot instead of Omega, and then he would understand. This is truly a beautiful place. Have you remembered anything else? Brief flashes of this and that, but nothing to suggest I've been here before. Just can't shake the strangest feeling. As if it's too peaceful. That doesn't sit right. Patrol reporting, Commander. All is quiet with the XIV. No sightings of Garuda. Here we go. For which we are so profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. Memory? Did he say Garuda? I always just have it in my head of how he says, Garuda! Clive's about to go berserk. You there, this Garuda you speak of. Oh, God. Sir, are you alright? Corporal Ocelot, do you know this gentleman? The fucking I know, you're a blank stranger. Memory loss, you say? Sorry to hear that. It seems Garuda's name has lit a spark of some sort. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her, I'm sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course. Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any who stood against that destructive fiend. However, there is one more suited to the task than I. Our elder seedseer is well versed not only in primal lore, but also in the treatment of bodily afflictions. She is surely the best hope for your recovery. I will send word ahead to Stillglade Fane. Stand ready to escort our guests to an audience. Understood, Commander. Pray find me at Nofika's altar in Old Gridania, and I will see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Stand. Oh, we got a Clive nod too. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Benedicta was crazy. I mean, you understand Titan wholeheartedly as to why he was so crushed by her situation. Trying not to talk about Final Fantasy 16 because I think we got people that haven't played the game. So I gotta remember that. Sorry. When the thing happened in the thing. The Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you would follow me, please. So, I'm hoping that we get Clive's outfit as a reward. I know that we get Torgal as a mount, but give me these clothes. Greetings, honored guests. The thing is, like, a Realm Reborn character models don't even look bad, you know? This game has a good art style. That's the thing with, if you got a good art style and good art direction, like, it doesn't age that poorly. Obviously, everything can stand to be improved, but... Commander Hai Lu has appraised me of your friend's condition. This is he? A pleasure to meet you. I am Canisena, Elder Seedseer of Gridania. I only say that they look great because Canisena has that really tall woman of a guard that I'm like, I need her. We've got Final Fantasy 16 music. I thank you for your gracious welcome. I'm Clive, though beyond that, I fear my introduction may be lacking. Please, concern yourself not with proprietaries. 'Tis your memory loss we are here to address. I'm told Garuda's name awakens some previous recollection. Yes, in the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. A wish easily granted. Yeah. This NPC. They deserve their own quest line. And also a romance path with the Warrior of Light. Garuda is the deity revered by the XIV, a people who once dwelled here in the Twelveswood. She appears as a winged entity, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. That sounds like our Benedicta. I should add that Omega has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. Easy. A winged woman of volatile temperament, with power over the wind. Fitting description of the opponent I remember. But a deity? No. The will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly mortal. I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzea's Primal are not one and the same. Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. Explain yourself, minstrel. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements. Not one person recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo escaping the notice of every local rumor-monger for miles around. Improbable, to say the least. That led me to consider another possibility. One consistent with past accounts I have heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding their way to our star. My brand it's the mark of the bearer. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, Bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. It would seem the pain has a less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. Your suffering stems not from injury nor sickness. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. One's subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. The barrier is of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. You can just feel that nod being reloaded and ready to be shot out. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. Piercing glare. Lovely. And I have not seen the Rising Tide DLC trailer, no. I'm gonna just go in blind to that one because it's coming out so soon. So, you think me from another world. And my memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth. A truth my mind refuses to remember. 'Tis a confounding dilemma, I agree, and I have given thought to a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when not at your best. Which is why I turn to you, Omega. You are the twin to Clive's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you've the will to walk it, then gird yourself for war and await me at Apkalu Falls. Hey, let's talk to Clive about Leviathan. I wonder if that'll ring a bell. Leviathan. I do not know that name. Yeah, that's a great April Fool's joke. But also the most unbelievable and terrible April Fool's joke. Which is funny because it reminds me that I literally read the other day that Xbox players are getting banned for mentioning the words free company in like LFG posts. Very good. And it's obviously not Final Fantasy XIV responsible for that. It's like an Xbox issue where they're banning users for saying that. Very clever. Question mark gift the path infernal. Clive seems somewhat bemused. The minstrel has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Apkalu Falls, right? And where is that to be found? Good, not far then. Let's get on with it. Clive, you're supposed to be following me. He's like, it's not far. I'll just walk there. I'm like, Clive, no! You don't know where you are, buddy. And so Clive ventured off on his own and got lost. And he looks at Ocelot and he goes, what's that weird wind-up small person that you have next to you? Where's our wind-up Clive? This place. Why here? Wind up Shiva. Yeah. Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louisoix gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Their purpose? To extinguish the infernal Ifrit. Ifrit! I know something is there, why can't I remember? Dude, imagine if we just see Clive just prime into the icon version of Ifrit. Clive recalled several words in the older seedseer's presence, words which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with Ifrit. I nodded too early. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, 'tis likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, is deeply connected to your condition. Thus I have resolved to weave my lyrical magics and bring you face to face with the Ifrit of our world. Dude, what? Okay. Here, where Archon Louisoix paved an ethereal path to the Primal's lair, will my words be given substance, and within the vision which takes form, will you do battle with the phantom of our mind's creation? Oh, cool. Imaginary though this confrontation may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. Yet you must persevere, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin. Your past awaits. This is awesome. Come to me, Ifrit! I swear to God, if you don't prime Where has he sent us? You stand in the bowl of embers, the site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity, and the stage upon which the warrior of light became a slayer of gods. 'Tis but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale given breath by fanciful verse. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno! Dude, let's go. Galleon, I don't know how many times I've got to tell you to stop saying things before I get to experience them in the game, please. An accurate facsimile, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same. It's still a cool Ifrit design, but Final Fantasy XVI's design is just fucking perfect. Dude. Yeah, Final Fantasy XVI's design is just so good, man. Oh, God. That's so incredible that Ifrit changes. My favorite Ifrit designs is Final Fantasy 8, 10, and 16. Those are the best ones. It's time to uncover the truth. All right, time to find out who I am. Good music choice. Ifrit. That's the thing which killed Joshua. Yes, I've been on its trail, seeking vengeance from my brother. It's very cool that you can see where this is, you know, in the story for 16. It like slowly places you on his thing, how Garuda comes to mind, and then that he was like what he remembers about Joshua. Like it's not endgame Clive. This fiend must pay. Fight with me, Omega. Then it's after he got his new outfit. During this battle, you will gain access to special duty actions as follows. Use Rising Flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. Okay. With the proper timing, you can use Dodge to avoid taking damage, even if you are within the area of an enemy's attack. Cool. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. 2, 1. When this countdown progresses to the dodge icon, quickly use the dodge action. After executing a successful dodge, the dodge action will change to Precision Strike, which provides an opportunity to inflict additional damage. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Valentine, right, we're gonna go. Dude, I love that it's the Infernal Shadow. What a name. So I can, like, go... Okay, he's charging up an attack, and I go... Hua! Precision strike! Okay, that's pretty sick. Dude, it does the Final Fantasy 16 pop-ups. That's so cool. Dude, that's so good. Amazing, dude. Okay. Dude, the animation for it looks sick as well. It's pretty decently implemented. Oh, okay, just got caught by it. The Rising Flames animation too, it's awesome. It's funny that it's only level 50, so I obviously, like, can't use most of my combos. Look at this, dude. Can I dodge this? No. Oh. Did work. Pyro Salt. His flames grow hotter, watch yourself. The dodge seems like a great Dragoon ability, you're so right. Omega, buy me some time. Alright. Defend Clive or he frees himself. Oh, dude. Oh, that's so sick. Cinematic clash, dude. This won't hold me. Okay. That's awesome, dude. My thanks. I like that you can use the dodge outside of the ones where it does just like the countdown for it as well. You can just like dodge all of it. fights really well. Fall already. Oh. Dude. Omega! Oh, yo. Dude, I hope that this means some crazy mechanics for Dawn Trail as well, like using this as like a little learning opportunity to put some crazy shit in future fights. I'm so excited for future expansions anyway, because I have no idea what they've done, and I can't wait to find out. Okay, he's gonna... these blades. Oh god. Oh, classic. Oh, I pressed... no, I pressed dodge. I pressed dodge and I thought that it would... no! I think I must have pressed dodge at the wrong time. I should have avoided those blasts instead. Oopsie. I thought I could dodge it. I should have just stood outside of its area of effect. Alright, let's do that again, shall we? Fight so nice, we wanted to do it twice. Defeat the Infernal Shadow. I just love how cool it is that this just works so nicely. Maybe I should test to see if you could dodge the fireball there. Yeah, I don't know if maybe I should have tried to dodge that multiple times or not. It was a risky move. Just that shot, dude. Oh, where's my... God. I was like, lost my cursor. Jesus. It's like, where's my small little cursor at? Why isn't it letting me... It's like pressing tab, but it wouldn't target. Resist! Omega! Swords time. Avoid the blasts this time. These things are strong as hell. There's too damn many. We cannot rely on steel alone. Okay, what's happening? What's Clive doing? I'm scared. Enough! Oh, dude, he's doing his ult! Holy shit, that's so sick. One more. Sorry, mate, can't help you on this one. Infernal ether. On your guard. He means to unleash hell. Oh, dude. Oh, God. Fiery rampage. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god, dude. This is genuinely incredible, but oh god, dude. Holy fuck. Ah! I'm so stressed. Having to do these fucking moves, man. I feel like I lack the coordination, you know? Dodge button's pretty sick, though. Just gotta watch him. Try my best. Dodged all three though, we're good. Hell fucking yeah, we might win now. Rising Flames finish. Oh yeah, Rising Flames finish. Dude. Stressful. I blamed another to spare myself the guilt. Oh wow, okay. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. But I accept the truth of it now. You are not a freak. I am. Oh my god, dude, it's doing the thing. Come to me, Efreet! Oh, dude. Dude, they really recreated it. Yes! And then it goes, and it does the same victory ending. Da 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 da. Dude, that was sick. In the battle against your own mind, 'twould seem you have emerged the victor. Intriguing. Shiva? Torgal! I was like, it's blue. Torgal's close. Torgal comes from Shiva land. He comes from the north. Torgal, my sweet boy. I was like, it's either Shiva or Torgal. So sick. Your memories return to you, sir. The illusion is unraveled, yet you've brought a friend back with you, not a fiend. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There is no more loyal ally in battle, and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. I don't think we needed to learn anything new from this. It was just a fun Final Fantasy 16 crossover, and we get some cool 16 themed items. I didn't have any more expectations than that. Ah, that would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Clive has embraced his harrowing past, and in doing so reclaimed the memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. My younger brother, Joshua, was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix's flames, he was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him. But Joshua was murdered, his bright future cut short. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. The dominant of fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. I spent years tracking the killer, until one day, I came to understand that it had been me all along.
was young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that it could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled, and it was by my hand that Joshua died. I can but imagine the anguish this has caused you. There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape, but I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel for Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into the ruins below. There I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth, and then everything faded to black.
Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey.
And if you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, then it stands to reason. Yes? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that to see you home, then we must return to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the Burning Wall. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. Ooh, tiny nod. So what's cool is that you essentially get confirmation of where exactly in Final Fantasy XVI this specific part is from, which is pretty awesome. So it's quite literally the same exact time that Clive faces the Infernal Shadow in Final Fantasy XVI. It's just watching that event in Final Fantasy XIV. That's pretty cool. Time to go to the Burning Wall. Pretty clever. But yeah, it would be weird to have a lore drop and learn new stuff in this game. In fact, it would be kind of awful for them to do that to you. It's like a Emperor Palpatine in Fortnite before Star Wars Episode 9 moment. Even if it's like a Final Fantasy game, it's still a different Final Fantasy game and an MMO at that, which is still pretty hard for people to get into if people only want to play like the single player Final Fantasies, which was me for so long. I was like, I just don't feel like I'll ever be able to play the MMOs as much as I would love to. So I'm glad that we're playing 14 on the channel. It would be impossible for him to make the reference before it was planned. They could maybe slip it into the Rising Tide now. They'll have him go, this is just like that weird time that I ended up in that place. But there doesn't need to be any connective tissue at all. Yeah, I know that the same director worked on both. I know everything about that, but it still doesn't mean that it's okay to, like, drop a whole thing in a different game. Go and get the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV and get this unique exclusive lore for a limited time only, but you also have to be level 50. An MMO is a big, like, hurdle and a gate for a lot of people, especially single-player only gamers. Personally, if I didn't have access to 14 or like the means to really play it or like the motivation to play an MMO, I'd be annoyed if I just had to like get new story content by like going to YouTube or something. So it being like just a crossover event is perfectly fine with me. We've come this far. Now Torgal will be our guide. Such was the purpose of his creation after all. The only issue that I have with Final Fantasy 14 and 16 is that they really need to change their name from Creative Business Unit 3 to something else. For a creative business unit, it's not a very creative name. I still laugh seeing like the Final Fantasy 16 reveal trailer and it being like Creative Business Unit 3. Like, yeah, hell yeah.
Ready, Toggle? Take me home.
Bark.
Once you choose to depart, Clive and the Wandering Minstrel will accompany you. Torgal will then begin leading you onwards. Follow Torgal to his destination and try not to fall behind.
This is pretty funny.
If you leave Clive the Minstrel for any reason or lose sight of Torgal, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Am I a Kingdom Hearts fan? Oh, pull up in the Sri Lanka, what?
I've played all of them except for the mobile games and Melody of Memory. I haven't played the musical number rhythm game yet, because I also haven't finished the Remind DLC or any of that stuff for Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 since I finished the main story. So I would love to do that. I think I bought Remind DLC and then started it, but I didn't get very far because I was doing other things. But I love Kingdom Hearts. I understand Kingdom Hearts. And I think that one of the funniest things when I started Metal Gear Solid on the channel is everyone was like, this is the most confusing story ever, and it's like almost as confusing as Kingdom Hearts. And then I finished Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, what are you talking about? Metal Gear Solid is so straightforward as a result. I was like born in blood by being raised on Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the series. I would like to play all of the games. I did do Kingdom Hearts 1 on Twitch. I did quite a few streams of it, but we never actually finished the game, which is my greatest shame. Because I was supposed to finish the game and then I was going to edit all of my streams into like a highlight video, and then I never did that. So I still bear shame for not finishing that. Let's follow Torgal. It's like too late now. It's too late for me to go back, because also I can't just start streaming it on YouTube, because then the VOD will stay up. And the whole purpose was going to edit it into a highlight video. And then it feels weird to me to go back to Twitch just to stream Kingdom Hearts 1, just to then edit the VODs to a highlight video. I'm like, eh. I'll just replay Kingdom Hearts 1 on YouTube, probably, again. Because why not? It'd be fun. I fucking hate these things, dude. I think it depends which Chain of Memories game that you play. Because I find that the remake of it that changed the gameplay from the Game Boy version is actually the harder one to play. Because it's weird being in the same sort of graphical style and camera angles and everything as the main games, but it plays like a card game. So it plays really well on Game Boy Advance. I've played both versions. Yes, the music. It's funny that the Wandering Minstrel just like low-key has like a Joshua-like appearance to him.
Is this it, boy? The tale ends where it began. Where you first found me. Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You do. Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Yet even as fire and ruin threatened all we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. 'Twas as if the star was reborn. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity, claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our hour of direst need. The phoenix. The burning wall itself is a scar left by those events, its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths of solidified flame to be proof of the phoenix's deliverance. The bond with your brother, the phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Drawn to the flame. Bark. It seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both for all you've done. Ooh, press on, friend, no matter how daunting the hardship or bitter the truth. Always, no matter what fate awaits at journey's end. Come, Torgal. We have answers to seek, and Valisthea awaits. You remember the name? Back to the twins.
Kill the Pain. Yes, I will play those games eventually. So I was just waiting for the cutscene dialogue to be over before I answered your question. Yeah, eventually. Remember demanding a Game Boy Advance just for Chain of Memories and your P-Brain Ape Child Brain. P-Brain Ape Child Brain, goddamn. Struggled with it, so you only ever got halfway through. I didn't even know that Chain of Memories existed because I was a P-Brain Ape Child Brain who didn't have much internet access. So basically the only way that I was able to be informed of anything was just word of mouth as a kid. I grew up with Final Fantasy, and I was introduced to Kingdom Hearts through a family friend. They're like, you like Final Fantasy and Disney? Play this game. And then they set me on a path for the rest of my life that has forever changed me as a person as a result. So I started playing Kingdom Hearts 1, obviously loved the hell out of it. Then they announced Kingdom Hearts 2, and I see like stuff in video game stores about it. And all of this is like around the time when I actually do see trailers, and everyone at school was talking about Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically. I never even heard about Chain of Memories from anyone at school or anything. Like, I just didn't even know that it existed. So I was begging for Kingdom Hearts 2. I got Kingdom Hearts 2 for like a birthday or Christmas, I think. And I was obsessed playing as it, playing as Roxas at the start and all of the stuff. And I went straight into Kingdom Hearts 2 from Kingdom Hearts 1. Was it confusing? Perhaps. But also Kingdom Hearts in general is confusing, so... It was really funny because there's a point in Kingdom Hearts 2 where it gives you a bunch of like character bios and information, and there's like Organization 13, and I'm like reading up on all of these Organization 13 members that are just like, half of them are gone, and I'm like, what? I'm like, where are these guys? Oh, they're just already gone. And I was like, that's weird. And I just never questioned it. Like, I was just like, oh, they just have established that half of them aren't there for some reason, you know? So it was very weird. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and finished both of those games without even experiencing the Chain of Memories story. And then I found out that Chain of Memories got like the PS2 remake, but they didn't release that in Australia. And then through that, I learned that there was the Game Boy version, and I didn't play Chain of Memories until they released the HD remasters, because that was when Australia got Chain of Memories for the first time outside of the Game Boy version. So it took me a long time. I'd seen elements of the story and watched some of it online to get some missing context stuff before I played a bit of it, because obviously it's a big missing piece. But that was when I learned that the Kingdom Hearts spin-off games were so crucial to the overall story, you know? Like, all of the spin-off games tie in. They're not just, this is a fun side adventure. It's like, nope, this is basically a numbered entry, but for some reason they just won't call them that, you know? Like, we're on, like, Kingdom Hearts 9 right now, but they won't tell you that, because they don't want to scare you. Yeah, and I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I was on the PlayStation console primarily, so when they started going to different platforms, like there was the PSP one and the DS games and the 3DS games, and there was the Game Boy one for Chain of Memories originally, and I'm like, I don't have all these platforms. So it took me forever until I was able to actually go through the series when I got a job. It was great to be able to play them for the first time. But yeah, I've played through the DS versions of 358 over 2 days, and Dream Drop Distance. I own Recoded, but I haven't played Recoded. It's on my shelf. Yeah, I've got the DS games on my shelf. And,
Baby boy. Do you go toilet? Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back and go let the dog out. And then we can proceed with this quest. Return. Did everyone have a nice Easter? I bought myself Easter eggs for like the first time in like years. I don't know why. I was like, I'm gonna buy some Easter eggs. I just kind of ignore the whole thing usually. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts scenes out of context. I'm sure people on the outside would be like, what the hell are you watching? Yeah, I don't really enjoy or like have a lot of chocolate, and I'm not really as much of a sweet tooth as I was anymore for like sweets anymore. Only, like, really rarely.
What is it? Come here. You go to bed? You go to bed?
Do we get the dog cam going?
Do we get the dog cam? Lovely. He's a doggy boy. He's a doggy boy.
He's much more awake now.
Much more like what's this? Yeah. Dog.
Did I play Final Fantasy 1 to 6? Not yet. I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth on the channel. And then playing Final Fantasy 14. And I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. But I can't wait to play the classics. As well as all the other things and the great JRPGs of the 90s. Good morning, DJ Ape. I hope you're well. Dog. The minstrel is looking at the dog.
I feel the stirrings of a ballad. But nay, 'twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. That honor belongs to someone else. Someone privileged to see his tale to its conclusion. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracles. I wonder, however, if you might manage it, Omega.
Ah, the Final Fantasy 14 crossover into Final Fantasy 16, where they reunite. Just you wait. Nice. Okay, speak with the wandering minstrel.
Our little adventure is over. Set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic, I must thank you for indulging my sudden and strange request.
For your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient. Torgal proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. Everyone's on Torgal's. Yeah! May his loyal spirit serve you well on your travels until we meet again. Hey, AJ, enjoy Final Fantasy 14. Hope you have a great time. Oh, dude, you get the minion as well. A banded chest containing a complete set of Metian attire. All of the dogs. You can now exchange MGP for special items. Goddamn. How much money do I have? In terms, oh, you click this, don't I? I have 292k MGP, so shall we go and take a trip? We go to the gold saucer? Where are you? Are you in my inventory? Hiya! Use. Pet that dog! Can I pet that dog? I don't think I've ever seen my minion hotbar ever exist before. Takes up too much space. Hiya! Toggle whistle. Now summon the toggle mount. Incredible. Flying wolf, dude. Immediately. Flying wolf. Right. Sorry, Cloud, we must put you away. I have to get off this, don't I? And then I can... Yeah. Yeah. Oh. We have to do that. There we go. I love that they included the pup as well. Pet that dog. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, sorry, delay. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, yes, eventually. Eventually. And great idea. That's a great idea. Thank you for joining the community. I really appreciate it. Yeah, dude. Alright, just found my forever mount. I love it. Alright. Are we ready to do more Stormblood? We can proceed. We can go all the way back to Kugane. Wait, I can pet the dog? Alright, hold on. What do I do? How do I do it again? What's the, just pet? Yeah, pet that dog. He's so cute, dude. Listen to this music. So they got the Kugane version of the Final Fantasy 16 music. Oh yeah, hang on. Like, this sounds similar to Final Fantasy 16. Am I crazy? I have to do a new glamour plate so I can have my my Final Fantasy sets. So we currently got Advent Children Cloud. It's actually kind of crazy that we have Advent Children Cloud and not Original 7 Cloud. We've got Noctis, we got Squall, we've got I don't know who this is, but it's like a classic Final Fantasy. And then we've got Zidane, which just looks so strange on this character, dude. Alright, time to go to the main quest. Do I plan on playing Planescape Torment as well? Indeed. I plan on playing RPGs until I quite literally perish and no longer exist in this world. So, it's gonna take me some time. I'm getting there. There's a lot of games. But yeah, I do really want to play Planescape. Basically, most games I want to play. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alphino is in no mood to take in the sights. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should, Nah, it's alright. We'll proceed. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Hey, sorry guys, I just had to go and hang out with Clive for a bit. Let's do the story. Captain Carvalane, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Orthard, were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first travelers seeking passage to Doma. Captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yagiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Orthard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry. The Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you did not think I travelled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart? Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Gold Sorcerer is minigame land. And it's a Final Fantasy VII thing that has just permeated into other Final Fantasy games as well, because it's just that good. Right then, to the hostelry? After you. What kind of stuff can we buy at the Gold Saucer that's related to the Final Fantasy XVI stuff? Where's our Ifrit mount? We need our rideable Ifrit.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
So I haven't done chocobo racing in this game. I think we simply must. Music and a triple triad card. Alright, I can pass then. That's a shame. There's so many cool things that they could put in.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
This dude has a punchable face. There's a Ninja Turtle.
I must go and see him immediately.
Guys, where did Mobius go? We've lost Mobius. Oh my god. Where is this guy? Oh, I thought he was like up on a balcony. Did I just make that up? Where is he? Okay. Let's see, there's a fourth chair here. And, Mobius is missing. As you've just started, how do things get once you hit the DLC stuff? A Realm Reborn is like pretty good, but pretty slow, and the post Realm Reborn content, like the patches before Heaven's Ward, pretty cool. It's setting some stuff up as well. But then you get to the sauce. Heaven's Ward is immediately so good. It's great. I honestly can't even begin to describe the ride that you're in for. It's just, Heaven's Ward is amazing. And then I'm only in the second expansion, Stormblood. But from what I hear, you know, coming down the grapevine, people talk about Shadowbringers and Endwalker as kind of like the greatest pieces of video gaming to ever exist. So, I'm pretty intrigued by that. And it's funny because apparently, because Stormblood is in between Heaven's Ward and Shadowbringers, which both of these are considered top tier things, that Stormblood kind of falls to the wayside, but I'm loving the storyline that's being presented here in Stormblood as well, so. And you must be Omega Ocelot, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I don't know why reading the line Stealer of Pants reminded me of this, but I was asked a question in the stream right at the start, and I forgot to answer it, so I do apologize. But yes, I've been doing the Hildebrand quest lines for quite a bit now. There's still a lot more to do, I assume. It's on pause at the moment, but yes, I have been doing it, and it's a lot of fun. And also, Gold Saucer is in Rebirth, yes, because it's on the first disc, and Rebirth goes up to the end of disc 1. I knew it! May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, good sir. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. Oh yes, the Hancock Tour Guide. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not talking about Rebirth content at all. But it's no secret of, like, the content of the part of the game. I'm not talking about specifics. Don't worry about that. All that I've said on Rebirth so far is I finished the game, I love it a lot, and Gold Saucer. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Tenkonto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Charlet, and yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar with wonders never cease. Far Eastern aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune, if you like. Oh, just looking at little Torgal pup over here doing his little howls. I expect we'll get the PC release of Rebirth in a year's time. And I can't wait for the mods, because there's some really interesting possibilities with mods in Rebirth. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetheryte. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. Now, the thing that actually pisses me off about the Final Fantasy VII mods is there's so much potential for incredible mods, but there's just an obsession with make all the characters naked, and it's just like, okay. I can just go on Google for that, bro. I want costumes and character replacements and all of that fun stuff. I'm waiting for the day that someone does a mod for the original Final Fantasy VII game, which, like, adds the remake stuff to it. Like, enemies and bosses and situations. Like, it would be incredible. Similar to, like, how New Threat changes some story moments and boss fights and stuff in the original game. Like, if they could do the same thing, but by demaking the remake into the original, I think that would be pretty fun. But What did Mobius give me? Yes. Okay. Jesus. I got the Abroader Otter. Hobbies include playing and having fun on an island in the sun. And the Otter Otter. Is there anything odder than an otter who lives out of water? With his hat. He fits right in. Legend tells of a right mad otter who, dissatisfied with the fare of his home waters, bought a ship and made south for more bountiful seas. There he ate like a king, until his boat sank in a storm, leaving the slippery pup alone on stranger tides. I do like that they've got, like, lore for the minions. It's pretty fun. We're focusing on our Torgal right now, though. Final Fantasy VII is pretty moddable. Like with New Threat, for an example, that like actually has proper script and sequence changes. Like it makes Yuffie and Vincent integral instead of optional, and actually has them with introductions, and it puts new enemies in the game and new moments for those enemies and bosses to appear. So New Threat is like its own little custom story. So it's definitely possible. They'd be able to do stuff. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't like that undertaking of taking the remake concept with story and bosses and putting it into the original. I think it would be a really fun way to look at things and recontextualize the new stuff in an old style. Yeah, Seventh Heaven, the modding tool, or the mod launcher for Final Fantasy VII is really, really good and so easy. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kugane Dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port... Oh god, hang on. I realized what I'm doing wrong here. Stop! Stop auto-advancing. In this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kugane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh ho, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin.
Hancock of the East Oldenard Trading Company. You are with clients today?
Why, if it isn't Master Caton. Pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kugane Dori.
Your sincerity is as ever appreciated. As he says, I am Caton of the Heikuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Gil are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure.
Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables, he will find all of them and more. Love to see Final Fantasy X given that treatment, like the modding stuff. Yeah, because I think 7 has its own dedicated thing and a huge list of mods and enhancements. Final Fantasy 9 has some stuff. Final Fantasy 8 had people working on things, but then they released the Final Fantasy 8 remaster, and so the modding community had to start all over again, essentially, on porting over their mods in progress for the remaster instead. So they have less active things in progress in regards to like background upscales and all of that kind of stuff, which is a real shame because I'd love to play like a fully modded and upgraded version of 8. Final Fantasy 9 has the Moguri mod for the upscaled backgrounds and textures and stuff. Final Fantasy X I don't think has anything. I don't think there is a Final Fantasy X-3 that's planned, but it's more so that there was like a weird novella or something that nobody liked. And it was like, okay, how about you stop? How about you leave that alone? I've never played Final Fantasy X-2, so get ready for that on the channel. I only know that it involves a certain girl gang from Kingdom Hearts 2 because they cameo in that game. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Aegean Gai, the district in which Aegean or foreigners are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations, after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. I'm just going to say this internally before I try and say it out loud. Sekisei Gumi. The Sekisei Gumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though. To be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down and then there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. So Sekisei Gumi, I would assume it was Sekisei Gumi because like the EI is like sensei, so it would have like an A to it instead of a Sai to it. Would that I were. Yeah, Sekisei Gumi. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisei Gumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another. Or you with yourselves, in the manner of the late Teleji Adeleji. Wait, what? Is he just joking? He's knee slapping. He's April Foolsing us. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Did Teleji Adeleji get removed from himself? No way, right? Alright, well the good news is I got the word right the first time.
Festus.
Damn, dude. It's an impressive piece. That's close enough, savage. Jesus. Well, this, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you've seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself. There is so much more I could speak of, the soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. Touch the thing.
At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble officers?
We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Lore drop, dude.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Can I just point out with, like, Lisa's design that, like, the belt inclusions are just horrible. Like, why are there belts on the shoulders? And why is there a belt on the collar? Like, could you imagine, like, the thing doesn't even close. There's not enough material for you to close that. Why would you belt your collar? Like, what are you doing there? And what are these? It's giving me Nomura too many belts, you know? Like, they don't even do anything. It's just like, what is it? I was like looking at it in the cutscene just before. I'm going, what the fuck is this for? It's ridiculous. Very strange. Dude, the hey, Poggin. The spirit of Lulu is still with us. Yeah, but Lulu's the best. Lulu is my wife, so she gets a pass. She got like a belt dress. That's interesting. It's just a choice. That's for sure. Though I'm reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Alphino is a man with a plan. It would seem inefficient for us to all venture out together in search of information on Yagiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tartary would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Hey, Colby, welcome to the stream. I stream sometimes, and it's mostly Final Fantasy XIV and not much else at the moment. I definitely have plans to do more streams, but I've just been busy and a little bit burned out at the moment, so I just haven't been able to get onto the stream. I've been doing all of my recording instead. But welcome. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. LSA and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. No worries at all, Dawn. Have a good day. Thanks for joining. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yagiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. I need that on my wall, dude. Look at that, like, drawing of the characters. Dude, Yagiri, though? Where's that Yagiri romance path? Let me take the dragon lady on a date. Gosetsu wouldn't mind. That's a great piece of art. I love that. Y'shtola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. That's the picture I have in my, like, love heart locket, and I open it up and it's just Yagiri's face. Ah, no worries at all, Mobius. That's okay. Bloody tradies. Looks like it's you and me, Omega. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Looks like it's just you, me, and all of these belts that don't do anything. Give me a sec, I have a... Goddamn, the sun has pierced the window behind me. Better. Alright. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. You may view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. I love that it's like he's signed it as well. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? That was it. Colby, I'd say it's worth picking up. I picked up Final Fantasy XIV when Endwalker was close to coming out. So that's like 4 expansions ahead of the base game. So would recommend. You also can play up to level 70 for free. And you get access to the first 2 expansions now, isn't it? Heaven's Ward and Stormblood. So basically, I've played fucking forever. What was it again? You can check your playtime in the game. How do you check that? Do you just do playtime? And it tells you. I can't remember. How do you check your how much time you've spent existing in this game? Oh, I got it right, but it didn't. Oh, is it because I need to like not do it to the party? Where do I put the playtime though? But the point is, yeah, I wouldn't say you're too far behind everyone, and also when you're doing dungeons, you will still join with people that have played them before, so you won't be like in empty dungeons unless you're doing like content that hasn't gotten like a quality of life. So total playtime, 8 days, 20 hours and 10 minutes. So, I don't have the brain to do 8 times 24 right now. Okay, so I played for like 210 hours at the moment. And all of that's captured on YouTube. That's all on stream. Player is currently watching a cutscene. So yeah, 210 hours and I'm in Stormblood, and then after I finish this expansion I've got Shadowbringers, and then Endwalker, and then the new one comes out which is Dawn Trail. But yeah, it's been exceptional quality, and it only continues to get better. Yeah, in terms of an online multiplayer game where all my hours are, that's in Destiny. I have over 2,000 hours in Destiny 1, and then probably by now over that or close to that in Destiny 2. But I haven't played Destiny 2 in a while, because I just don't have the time for it, and no motivation, just burned out, unfortunately. But I was a hardcore Destiny boy. People always say, Mapo, how have you not played all of these video games? And I was like, well, from the period of 2014 to 2019, I was mostly held hostage by Destiny. Colby, I will say, as someone who has played every update to Destiny and most of the seasons and stuff that they've put out, the sentence Destiny 2 is making a comeback with the new update I've heard, you could apply that to every single sentence, every single update for Destiny 2. And I have read that sentence so many times. And it is true, they do add cool stuff, but it's like, kind of every time they add something, they also like shoot themselves in the foot all the time. It's very strange. It is a problem. But yeah, I haven't played, and I'm kind of torn on whether or not I'll play the next expansion. I feel like kind of feels like an obligation at this point because I've played the game since the start for 10 years, right? And that's the thing. You don't want to miss out on it. But yeah, I feel like an obligation to at least finish the storyline that they're closing up with this last thing, and then maybe I will put Destiny down forever after I see this storyline close, you know, because it's the end of the arc. It's the 10-year plan of Destiny, which they always said that they would do, which is actually kind of crazy even, you know? They've been able to make it to the 10-year mark, which is more than can be said for a lot of other online games that have just died right out of the gate, like Suicide Squad. My wish for Destiny is if they would, like, release a single-player version that is, like, you can play through all of the story, you know? I feel that would be so nice to be able to have all of the story accessible, because you're not able to do that in the game. It sucks. Like, one of my favorite things is just loading up Halo and just going through the game, you know? I'd love to be able to do that in Destiny, but it just doesn't work that way. And it's just so funny, because in Final Fantasy XIV, you can load up 14 and go through the whole story. It's all there for you. In Destiny, it's like, hey, all that stuff that happened that one time, gone. We removed it. Come one, come all, burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes, there is naught the mystical waters of the Bakaisen hot springs cannot heal. Ho, what is that in your hand? You seek this Ura, this Rogaden, do you? Rogadine? Can't remember this one. Rogaden. 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. Please, we came all this way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekisei Gumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. Yeah, the limited time stuff with Destiny really kind of put me off of it constantly, you know? It's like, here, pay for your season pass, but as soon as the season's over, all of that stuff is gone. It's like, why can't you just allow us to earn stuff from previous season passes? Master Chief Collection lets us do that. You can unlock stuff from any of their seasons at any time by playing the game, you know? Master Chief Collection has the best battle pass system because the battle passes are free and you earn tokens by playing the game. It is quite literally the greatest system that you could have. It is purely gameplay focused and it rewards you for playing and spending time in the game. Not to mention that the Halo games are goated. So you just get to play Halo, earn rewards, buy some stuff, you know? It's great. Instead, every other game is just like, money, 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 money. All the time. Sucks. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotakaze, was it? Or we could interrogate this guy. I genuinely think if they had the full story and all seasons accessible to Destiny players, it would have a much larger population. It's crazy how many MMOs and online games exist that show you how to do things, and then Bungie have just taken Destiny and gone, what if we just, like, don't learn any lessons, you know? If Bungie took a Final Fantasy XIV approach with Destiny, they'd see so much success. You know? It's like, whoa, free trial that can play like the base game and maybe the first 2 seasons, and then, hey, you see these old season passes? You can pick those up and you can choose to level 1 at a time, earn the rewards. Wow, see all of this story content that is in the game and all of this lore of which there is such a significant amount? Access it at any time without any time stress that you'll miss out on it. Like, the time stress thing was the big thing for me. It's like, my time is precious and I don't like to feel pressured. I want to get to things at my own pace, you know? Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine, exceptional quality, delivered but the other day? May I offer you a sketch in this trying time? Ah, an Aori shinobi and a Rogadan samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see, and you are familiar with the ways of the Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. That eye patch seems very uncomfortable. Like, I sure hope that it's soft on the other side, because if I just had, like, metal on my face, I'd be like, ah, man, it's sharp, ah! Like, you better hope that that shit's soft on the other side. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The 2 individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotakaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we're finished, alright? Good luck. Alright, so taking a look at... because you're saying... you're asking... that many hours, but only 34 episodes in FF14. And I was just having a look, because in my playlist, I do have videos that are, like, very long. Like, when we first started playing A Realm Reborn, my streams were like 6 hours, 7.5 hours. A lot of like 5 to 7 hour streams of A Realm Reborn, and then we've gone for more streams that have been between the 2.5 to 4 hour mark. Some streams in Heaven's Ward have been 5 hours. Alexander's stream was almost 6 hours. So it still varies, but there's a lot of long VODs in here. And if I put the playlist in a playlist length calculator, the total length of the playlist is 6 days and 2 hours long, so 26 hours. Sorry, not 26 hours. Why did I say that? Not 26 26. Sorry. 24 times 6 plus 2. So 146 hours are in the actual playlist itself. So I don't know where the other 2 days have gone. Probably in the Gold Saucer when I was doing off-screen stuff, and then I don't know what else. But I haven't really done anything off-stream except for a bit of the Gold Saucer grind. So not all 210 hours are like in the playlist. It's just how long my character has stood around for, I guess. But there's 166 hours in the playlist, which is my longest running game series, which is to be expected. It's an MMO, and it will only continue to be the longest thing that I do on here, as I have 3 more expansions after this so far. This song is 100% in Final Fantasy 16, by the way. It's the song from the it uses the same stuff. I need to figure out the song in particular that it is, and it's kind of killing me because I'm pretty sure they did it in a trailer. I just like I know what it is, but I don't know what the song is. Which is the thing that kills me. I don't know if anyone else can recognize the theme. I'll have to try and find it. And maybe I'll post about it later. I think it's like in the reveal trailer for the game. There's parts of it that's in there. You ask me if I've seen this Auri woman and this Rogadan samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radzatan. It would be an unreasonable detour. Okay. Yes, a Rogadan gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. I would eventually play the Old Republic. I think instead of streaming it, though, I may just pre-record that one and do like a Let's Play of it. I think Final Fantasy XIV has been a very unique case where I started streaming it and it's fun to kind of play with a lot of people live who join in as well, which is great. But I think that this is the only one that I will stream. Can you walk on these? I can. Oh, okay. You can jump much further than I thought. I thought that I had to get like... Ah! You can jump so much further than you thought. I thought you had to get a proper run-up. What do you have to do again? What's the shortcut? Lookout, isn't it? Yeah. Founded under the auspices of Kugane's Lord Ugyo, this facility specializes in the construction of smaller crafts and the repair of visiting vessels. Accordingly, the shipwrights employed here are versed not only in local shipbuilding traditions, but in foreign techniques as well. I expect that I will hold this whole game in high regard once I, like, get up to date and do those expansions, but I don't think there's a possibility that a Final Fantasy game can overwrite my favorites already, you know? It's just a big ask. I think I've got to go up there. Like, Final Fantasy XVI was the first Final Fantasy game to make me feel like a kid playing Final Fantasy again, in terms of a new release since Final Fantasy XII, and I was like, holy crap, Final Fantasy XII was 2006. Like, it's just so wild, you know? But yeah, if honestly you saying it will overwrite FF7, give it time, is honestly folly. Like, it's foolish to say that, because it won't, but I will certainly hold it in high regard, I know that much. But Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, and the only games that I've been able to play on the channel endlessly without even taking breaks until it's unhealthy has been Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, I've already finished Rebirth with finishing the main story at 35 episodes, and I've only uploaded 13 episodes on the channel so far. You know? It's just not gonna happen. FF7 is just too special. Passengers, no, we no longer offer that service, too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. They told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? Ha! If it is the woman you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Okay, well that was productive and fruitful. The original Final Fantasy VII is so accessible and easy to play that you need to just do it. The remaster has a bunch of stuff to make it even easier with speed boosts and stat boosts and all of it. The game's already easy as it is, but you can speed through it. You can turn off random encounters. You can go through it in like no time at all and experience peak. Yep. Pretty sure I can jump from there and get that, but failed. Ready? Never mind. Damn it. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Lisa's about ready to give up. What is that? well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Incredible. Oh yeah, Sandland looks great. I really want to play that as well. I'm just going to be sad the whole time because of Toriyama. But I think that's going to be fun. Namazu means catfish. Amazing. I don't think the PS3 version is renowned for being bad of Final Fantasy VII. It's just the fact that it's the PlayStation 1 version through and through, but just, like, emulated on PS3. So it doesn't come with any of the quality of life improvements like the speed up or stat boosts. It's just purely the PlayStation 1 version of the game. So, not the recommended way. At least how I would recommend it nowadays, anyway. The PSP version is the same as the PS3 version. It's both just the PS1 version. That's something that I love, is like, I also own that on PS3 and PSP, and you can actually transfer your save files across. So I used to do that. I would play Final Fantasy VII on my PS3 and transfer the save files across to my PSP and play them. I own Final Fantasy... oh my god, look at this guy. Incredible. I own Final Fantasy VII on like every platform you can buy it on. And then I have Final Fantasy VIII on there as well. I don't think I've got my PSP within hand's reach. I need to charge it anyway, but yeah, playing the classic Final Fantasy games on PSP is pretty fun. I just wholeheartedly recommend playing it on PC, to be honest, or at least on modern consoles. Colby, thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a good day. Appreciate it. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? I am fish. By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Omega. We're looking for some friends of ours. You get achievements on the PS4 and Xbox versions of Final Fantasy games as well. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I have 900,000 gil. Don't even contemplate. I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tartaru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasagari Bridge. Tasagare Bridge? Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? You haven't even told us how much. Here's my PSP. It's dusty. In my drawer. And then if I open the disc, I should have, in the PSP, I should have Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, on the UMD, in the little UMD drive in the back. Crisis Core, baby, the original. Also not the recommended way to play anymore. The remaster of Crisis Core is so much better. My lord. The only reason to play the original Crisis Core now is for historical purposes, and also the original voice acting. It's about time our luck changed. Alphino and the others will be thrilled. Can I even turn on my PSP? No, I need to charge it. It's dead to the world. I do not have the charger anywhere near, that's for sure. I have a cable that there's like a composite cable where you can plug it into the bottom of the PSP, and you can, if you have like a composite input on your TV, you can play it on a bigger screen. Ugh. Or of course, you can also get a PSP emulator. My PSP, I hacked it as well, so I can play Game Boy games on here. And I also can play PlayStation 1 ROMs on it also. So it's pretty damn good. It's a great little system. And you can buy aftermarket third-party memory cards with a lot of storage, unlike the PlayStation Vita, which I always wanted a Vita, but it's just like everything about it was just like counteractive. It's like, you want more storage? It's super expensive because there's no competition of brands. It's just you got to buy a Sony memory card. Have a good day, Blaze. Thanks for joining the stream. Hymn of the Faith is such a good track, and the fact that there's also unique ones for all the different temples, so good. Greetings, honored sir. We be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. I think the last time I played Final Fantasy X all the way through, I can't remember how far I got in the Switch release, because I have the Final Fantasy games on Switch too, because that's when that was pre-COVID working in an office. So I would take my Switch to work, and that was good because I could game outside of the house. And then funnily enough, since working from home and doing this, my Switch gathers dust. Funny that. But I think Final Fantasy X on Switch was the last time I did a playthrough of that game. And then before that, last time I played Final Fantasy X was the PS3 HD remaster as well. And then before that on PlayStation 2 as a kid. So I've played Final Fantasy X like 3 times, but I'm really excited to do a playthrough of it on the channel because despite playing through it 3 times, I never did any of the optional stuff. I would always like go through the main story, and I never pursued any of the optional things for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I never did the super bosses or the Dark Aeons or anything. I'm aware that they exist, but I just never did them. And I don't even know what it's like. So I intend to do like a complete playthrough of 10 when I have the chance. And same with 12. 12 I only did the main story. And I've only played through 12 once, and I haven't played through the Zodiac Age, the remaster that they did. I was so excited when it came out, and then I never got around to it, unfortunately. But there will also be a full playthrough of 12 on the channel. There'll be a full playthrough of 9, because I played through 9 once, but like I speed ran that game because I was in my Destiny phase still, and I was like, I need a break. And then I played Final Fantasy IX and just kind of went through the story, and I kind of regretted it because I was like, I feel like I didn't give Final Fantasy IX the chance or the time that it deserved to like deep dive into it. And now that I get to play games on the channel and deep dive into them, I want to give Final Fantasy IX the playthrough it deserves. And then Final Fantasy VII and VIII, I've completed countless times, and every time I play those games, I always like do everything possible in those games. Like, I physically can't play Final Fantasy VIII without a 100% in mind. Like, I just love doing absolutely everything in that game, you know? And then I've never played the classic ones before 7, so that'll be fun. And then there's numerous spin-offs. One day we might even play Final Fantasy XI on the channel, you know? One day. Then I got a bunch of stuff that's like, obviously, the JRPGs of the 90s and stuff that I haven't played, like Chrono Trigger and Vagrant Story and Legend of Dragoon and all that kind of fun stuff I've still got to play as well, you know? We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Orthard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Agiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. We spoke to a small fish person. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri? How fortuitous. Gyodo. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphanode. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle or even confirming what it was in the first place? There you go. That's funny. Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyodo and his brother are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, even eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gerd claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas that may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyodo is working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him until he tells us the truth. So if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well, we should prepare for the worst. Tartaru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs, even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sekisei will not hesitate to clap you in irons, or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Gotcha. Persona's on my to-do list as well. I just have no idea where to start, and I know it will be a huge endeavor as well. It's like, that's the thing, it's like, there's a lot of games on my to-do list, but they're also in a series, so people are like, can't wait for you to do Yakuza, and then you'll be playing that series until the end of time, because they seem to release a game every week. And all of the games are huge, so that'll be an undertaking. And it's even like, it's weird because obviously there's so many classic games that I've wanted to play for years and years that I've never gotten around to. So it's just hard, you know. I want to play the classic Final Fantasy games and all the ones that I haven't played yet so badly, but then we're just juggling
multiple things at once, you know?
To review, Lise, Omega, and I will meet with Gyuto as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyuto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisei Gumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyuto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! It's time. And then, like, I haven't even dived into Nintendo games on the channel, and Nintendo games are ones that I have always had on my list as well, like the Legend of Zelda and Metroid series specifically, you know? Which is also a massive undertaking. Hang on a sec. I need my stuff repaired. Thank you. And I'm currently finishing up Deus Ex on the channel, and then I can go back to playing Cyberpunk. And then I also have started the Deus Ex series now, so that's another one to keep playing. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Omega. Something smells fishy. Oh, here we go. It's probably a trap. We just need to wait for Florette to bail on the party for a sec. And then we can join our solo battle. Hiya!
Under the cover of night, we wait.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Dude, is this the voice of, Oh, come on. Emperor Pilaf, dude. It's not, like, the voice is so fitting, dude. But at the same time, I wouldn't have expected to give it that. I'm pretty sure this is the voice of Pilaf.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
Can someone look up the voice actor? Because I'm not allowed to Google any Final Fantasy XIV characters. Just in case. Is the voice actor for Gyuto the voice actor for Emperor Pilaf? Yes or no?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
Okay.
To me, these ones are for Doma.
Ooh, oh no.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Time to kill the fish and eat it for dinner.
Nothing personal, yes, yes, just business.
Boot him into the
Business is
ocean.
about to take a turn for the worse.
Just try to drop kick him. Yep.
Ah!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
The little choco chicks. Alright, well, I gotta fight first. Lise, you carry the fish. You wanna put the fish down and help us fight?
Defeat the Imperial soldiers.
Doesn't seem like the same voice actor? Good damn, that's crazy. Very similar. Like, it just has that same cadence to it. Who are the voice actors for each of them?
Of all the bloody places.
It's tough though because Dragon Ball has a lot of different voice actors, you know, over the years. And they currently change voices a lot. So like Emperor Pilaf has had Chuck Huber, Dave Mallow, Don Brown, and Dean Galloway being the English dub voices of Emperor Pilaf. So then you have to click on all of them separately and then be like, alright, which one of these is the voice that I remember from my childhood? And which one is also in Final Fantasy? You know? So I'm searching. Okay, it's not Chuck Huber, because Chuck Huber is mainly the voice of Android 17 and some others. Dave Mallow. It's not him. Don Brown has only done 2 games, so it's not him. And Dean Galloway has also only done 2 games. God damn. Oh, he was Emperor Pilaf in GT. Wild. Is the webcam a little delayed? Oh, you know what? It absolutely kills me, Philippe, that in 3.5 hours, you are the only person to mention that, and I don't know why nobody else did. I unfortunately had my settings for my other webcam when I record console games. I have to like delay things a little bit to like line up with the capture. Thanks for pointing that out, Philippe. After 3.5 hours, now my stuff will be in sync again. That is very annoying, and I hate that I forgot. That sucks. Better late than never, I suppose. There are a lot of people that do like Gyuto voice actor. Let me see. just, you know, we have to. We've got to get to the answer of this. I'm searching it. Everybody's watching the game, I suppose, which is good. God, it just adds everywhere. It doesn't show a voice, which is killing me. It genuinely, if it's an uncredited role, I want to say that it's one of the Pilaf voice actors, because it's just like such a similar voice. Like, and now I can't even think about an example of which version of Pilaf it would be.
No! If I cut off all of your paws except one, would that one be enough to run with? No! Do you see my point now, Shu? I can't rule the world with one ball. Can you understand that?
Yeah. It's like that. It sounds like that version of the Pilaf voice. As expected, the Sekisei Gumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Like, pause, Sekisei Gumi, don't attack me. I'm too busy trying to figure out who Gyoto is. Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Sekisei Gumi will result in a failure. That's amazing. Oh God. Wow. I can't even use... There we go. That's crazy to see them like pursuing and coming after you. They just literally chain you down. How am I getting back? Can I go this way? Lease with the fish. It's on the corner, right? Quick, while the smoke effect is still going. Okay. You at least get to utilize the invisibility for a while, which is nice. Where am I going? Why don't I have a quest marker? Why is it expecting me to know where I'm going? I love that the game expects me to remember where the Ruby Bazaar is. I've only been here for a little amount of time. Oh, I'm here. Okay. Oh, dude, it's the Ninja Turtle! First a talking fish, now a tortoise. Sorry, Ninja Tortoise. I didn't think that this was the way to go because it had the barrier. I actually did make it to where I'm supposed to be. Oh my god. This is so funny. How come you can just go past them? Dude, I can't. They they're gonna see me. Stop saying over here, I can't. Ah! Curious Kojin. I think the 12 you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time.
Everything is going to be alright, trust me.
This was the man in the thing that I tried to look for.
Very good.
It's very dark here.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Stay hidden and quiet.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
They went that way, does not point. There we go.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
The British Sekisei Gumi.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
The bleeding Sekisei Gumi, innit?
Lisa's brought home dinner.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gosetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
Ooh, Soroban. Cool name. Not a very, emotional face. He seems very, set in his ways with that face. I don't think there's much room for movement there.
'Twas my pleasure.
Like, his mouth doesn't even move, actually, when he talks, so... Is he wearing a mask? I wouldn't assume so.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei Gumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
It could be a helmet. Similar to like how a turtle shell operates, he has like a shell for his face.
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure.
Not how I expected this person to sound.
I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
We both clocked each other at the tavern then.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
It looks like it could be a helmet. Especially with like this at the back here. But then
I promise you will not regret this, good sir.
But then you've got like scales that look like they are also a part of him, like on his arms and his shoulders.
Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
Nice.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
Yeah. I think that's our big thing right there on his back, where it looks like it's not attached to his skin. So he's wearing a helmet.
And you mine.
Cool. The blue is actually their beautiful blue eyes that they don't show. So obviously, if we get the camera just right, we'll see inside of his mask, and he certainly won't disappear. Hey, no worries, White Rabbit. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll probably stream for a little while longer before we wrap it up, and then do another stream hopefully real soon. It won't be a month break this time, because Rebirth is done. I have a little more time on my hands. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. Oh, also, give me a sec. The webcam delay distracted me, but Philippe, I will probably pick up my Gunblade sometime soon. I was thinking that we would go into Samurai and then do Gunbreaker in the appropriate expansion. So I'm not sure yet. So I'm like, do I want to get the Dragoon related armor here, or do I want to go Gunbreaker or Samurai, you know? We'll go for the stuff that we can currently equip. Because that was our Steel Arm Guards of Maiming. We've got the High Steel Scale Mail and the helmet. It's just the legs and pants. The legs and pants still match the rest of it though, which is actually nice. Making the catfish sing. Right then, Gyoro should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Just like face down, dude. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No, 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 no more boots! All my secrets are yours for the asking! Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail. If I find out later that you lied to me... No, no, no more lies, the clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word! Only the samurai did I meet, yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. So you mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy, it was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake, you're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised, you need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. You would not go quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisei Gumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment, you mean to tell me that the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, but had I known if he was in custody of the Sekisei Gumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands and your friend will walk free. As it is in Uldar, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. Make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. You are free to wait here while I speak with a relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Omega, and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyodo? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Sekisei Gumi barracks are to the north. His little squeaky noises. No more lies, no more betrayals. Yes, I swear by all the kami in creation. The barracks. Let's get Gosetsu out of there. Let me get over this bridge. I still need to figure out my way around this place properly. Yeah, I definitely am enjoying it. The music's great. Location's awesome. It's a new spot, so easy to get lost in the twists and turns. I'm doing good. Oliver, how are you doing? Rock. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. And nothing will go wrong. And the Sekisei Gumi have immediately forgot what the 4 perpetrators look like. Is it really going to be simple as he says, do you think? Time for us to find out. said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything's gonna be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. This seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it. Right, Omega? Right. Everything's fine, probably. I mean, couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen.
How about you?
Okay. He's gone for this option instead. I will say as well, Oliver, that this game actually plays quite well on controller. It's pretty good.
Was that? That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
He's taken on the Segasegumi.
Victory to the samurai!
Oh. Okay.
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gosetsu's been winning.
Gosetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise. What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Whoa.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Segasegumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Classic Gosetsu.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations.
Dude literally said, "Nice swords, fellas. Mind if I beat all of you one by one?"
Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
He'd literally already arranged for his freedom. Very good. Making the catfish sing. Wonderful. And I think with that one, as we're about to talk to Gosetsu and embark on our next part of the story, this is where I'll bring this stream for a close. to a close for today. Thank you so much for joining me for our Final Fantasy XVI crossover event and our return to the Stormblood storyline. I will be proceeding with this one in the next few days. I'll take a look at my schedule and we'll hopefully get back to doing the more regular streams again. This is my first stream in a month, so I appreciate being patient with me, and also sorry about the webcam delay for the first 3.5 hours of the stream. I have to switch through the webcam when I'm playing on my console, because recording console in 4K, there's like a 500 millisecond delay, so I have to just like delay my webcam and audio to sync up. But I'm using different webcam because I had the other one hooked up to the dog cam for the stream, so just slipped my mind, but won't happen next time. But thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, and I will see you next time.